know you can't stand it. You can't stand it. I know you can't stand it. You can't stand it. I know you can't stand it. You can't stand it. I know you can't stand it. You can't stand the heat.
Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind here to review Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. Set on the hottest day of the summer within an African-American neighborhood in Brooklyn, the film follows several characters trying to deal with the heat while keeping their racial tempers in check. Front and center, Spike Lee gives a natural performance as Mookie, an employee at Sal's famous pizzeria run by Italian Sal, played sympathetically but with a quick temper by Danny Aiello, and his two sons Vito, a friend of Mookie's, and the outspoken racist Pino. They're surrounded by a colorful cast of characters within the community, like the old drunkard De Mayor, who serves as the film's conscience while trying to get the respect of Mother Sister, an old woman who observes the neighborhood from her window. There's Smiley, a young mentally impaired man who tries to sell pictures of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. There's also the three corner men, who act as a sort of Greek chorus discussing the neighborhood and their disappointment that the only successful businesses within the community are run by Italians and Koreans. There's also the misguided Radio Raheem, a young black man who always carries around a huge boombox blasting only Public Enemy's Fight the Power while wearing four-fingered rings on both hands, love on one hand and hate on the other. This is the way Radio Raheem thinks. In her first role, Rosie Perez plays Mookie's girlfriend and mother to Mookie's son. At first glance, Do the Right Thing appears to be loosely structured. In many cases, that's true. If you think this film is oppressively bleak, you're in for a surprise. Lee finds plenty of moments of humor from various characters, but every so often we see moments of racial tension that's building to something. This is especially apparent in the form of Radio Raheem, who has an altercation with several Puerto Rican men, Bugging Out, a man who wants black celebrities on Sal's Wall of Fame, and Pino, played by character actor John Turturro, who detests his job and the neighborhood. The third act takes a turn for the worse for the neighborhood when a boycott at Sal's leads to police brutality and the death of a young black man. Mookie, an unambitious man who angers both his girlfriend and his disapproving sister, takes action and does the right thing, or at least what he considers the right thing is. He detracts any violence towards Sal and his sons and aims it at Sal's store itself. The angry mob, furious by the police brutality, attacks the store. Upon release, many were unsure of what to make of Do the Right Thing. Some felt Lee supported violence and public outrage. Personally, I feel Lee is too smart of a filmmaker to give one direct resolution to problems such as racial discrimination. There are no easy answers. We are never sure what the right thing is. Before the credits roll, we are given two quotes. One from Martin Luther King Jr., who opposes violence as a peacemaker, and one from Malcolm X, who doesn't support violence, but finds it necessary when the powers that be fail to protect and serve. The destruction of Sal's place is a logical response to the death of one man. Shot beautifully by Ernest Dickerson, who captures the summer heat that gets the better of its characters, Lee's film would influence filmmakers like John Singleton and the Hughes brothers, grasping the sense of community within a black neighborhood. However, as good as Boys in the Hood and Menace Society are, they can't touch Do the Right Thing. Lee's father, Bill Lee, assists by providing a nicely done score, while the soundtrack is also a key to the film's lively energy, with Fight the Power playing as a running theme. Without a question, Lee's best film, Do the Right Thing, is a timeless film, as racial differences and how we go about them in the face of violence or injustice will always be a point of discussion. That's it from the Movie Rewind. Have a good day, folks. Until next time.
Man sweating in the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power.